It's going.
Hello, my name is Donald Hastings, and today I'm going to be conducting a coaching session. I have a teacher here, Consuelo Salazar. She's agreed to join us. She's a 5th grade math teacher, and thank you for joining us, Consuelo. How are you today?
I am fine, thank you.
Tell me a little bit about what is working for you in your classroom. What things are working for you?
Well, I have found when I give my students certain sections of to read, of something that they have to write, notes, research, so they can learn better or they can remember better anything that they have done. Any kind of hands-on activity, any kind of projects that involve them in real life situation is really successful. I can see very well that it helps them in their improvement of knowledge.
Okay. Okay, so I want you to tell me, how do you know that what you're doing is actually working? How do you check for understanding?
Because when I ask them any kind of questions that the lesson we have been learning about, so they can answer the questions. And also all the individual works they do, homework, projects we do during the school time, school day, all the assessment,
Okay.
I can notice, I can realize the scores are going up.
Okay. Well, going along with that, one of the best ways that we can check for understanding is by diving into the testing data that we have on our students. And each year it becomes more and more. There's a lot more of it out there. In fact, it can be just overwhelming sometimes. For instance, the statewide test results that we just completed have come back. 5th grade math students' performance has come back, and we have a copy of your students' results here.
Mm-hmm.
And what I want you to do is I want you to just take a quick look at what you see here, to see if there's anything, looking at this testing data, if there's anything that jumps out at you, okay?
Okay. Well, I can see that overall my students, they did perform very well in SE, 5.1A, 5.3B, 5.11B, and 5.17C.
Okay. So those are the areas that they did not perform very well in, but are there areas, are there SEs that you see that your students did well in?
Yes, they did very well in 5.2A,
Okay.
5.3D, I can also see 5.7A.
Okay, very good. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to dive a little bit deeper into that data. Okay, we're going to take it and try to dissect it, try to build upon it. Okay, again, because as you know, you're a 5th grade math teacher, and in a few short weeks, those students that failed this test are going to have to retake it. And so we want to tailor our instruction, our classroom instruction, and make the most out of the little time that we have between now and then, because many of these students won't pass to the next level if they don't master this test.
Okay.
So by identifying these weak areas, we can greatly increase the effectiveness of our instruction, our classroom instruction, as well as our before and after school tutoring program that these students will be, it will be mandatory for these students to attend. And so we want to make the very most out of the little time that we have. Also, by identifying your strong areas, we can assist other teachers in the 5th grade team in areas that maybe that they're not doing very well in. Your strong areas may be some weak areas for them, and vice versa. Okay, so Does this make sense to you? Do you understand where we're going?
Yes.
Okay, so what I'd like you to do is I'd like for you to take a little bit deeper look into that data. I'm going to be right here. I want you to go through, identify those students that failed, and identify the SEs that they did poorly in. And I'm going to be right here. I'll be with you the whole way, and then I'll answer any questions that you may have.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
By learning how to examine and interpret the massive amount of data that we have each year, the more and more data that we have each year, teachers can greatly enhance student mastery and the material that must be covered. Thank you for your consideration in this matter.